want to jump over now, Rudy. I'm wondering. I've done sales training and everything as well. So much of it is learn what the client needs. But then there's
Right.
the other side: is the client doesn't always know. Like I didn't know that feature existed. I didn't know there was
Right.
geofencing for that area. Like now, if I was a fleet manager, if I was in the area that I'm talking about, the first thing I would do is make sure every driver was slowing down in that area so that we just
Yeah.
never had the accidents. Because it's not just the drivers, it's the people. I mean, many people have gotten killed on that stretch. So it's sometimes the knowledge base to just, you don't know what you don't know. Where is
Right.
your role in that well, we need this, but in the conversation, I'm sure you identify quite often, well, no, what you actually need is this and this.
Yeah. So I think part of that is knowing and understanding the product, right? And
Yeah.
we know our products very well, and we know what the capabilities are. But also is all the different features that we offer at Velocitor is knowing how they specifically apply to different companies. Now, what's really been fun over probably the last, I would say, 3 years, is that the customers we talk to, the folks we work with all the time, they know what they want and they know what the features of these systems are,
Okay.
right? We are in a mature market. I think earlier it was, you would throw up, like Jim said, GPS tracking on. It was very, very impressive because most folks we talk to every single day, they weren't even familiar with everything that's there. Well, now most folks we work with, they come to shows like this and they really learn. They really learn all the different technologies that exist and the different ways to solve various problems.
Hmm.
So we're getting, we're work, you work with a smaller company where you have an owner that is responsible for many different things, wear many different hats. At that point, we have more education to do. However, when we're talking to larger companies, fleet managers, they know what they want, they know
Yeah.
what exists out there and what exactly they're looking for. So at that point, it is our job to explain to them what makes us different, and what kind of value we can provide them that our competitors can't, um, and so on.
Yeah, and I think I'll just add on to that. I think we put as much value into marketing for new customers as we do communication with current customers.
Yeah.
That's right.
So as new features are coming out, whether it's sales or the project management team are communicating things to them, and one of the things for me, for our project managers is they have to understand our client and our solution. So they should know what that client does, how they use our solution, and what else they do. And that's just through weekly meetings, with their contacts. And part of it is just some of the history of our rollout with that customer. So we can introduce things to them, and they may want to try it out, or they may say that's not for us, and that's okay. But also putting out release notes, different, updating on features, that new features are available. So that internal communication, or maybe not internal, but it's for our communication to our current clients, is just as important as marketing, trying to get new clients.
Just a side note, and do you ever have suggestions? Like someone like me comes in and goes, "Hey, we, we need this," and I really don't know anything about what I'm talking about. But or just even internally teams that maybe there is a really good idea for a product, that would actually work, but it would be hard to get people to onboard it or hard to integrate it. I guess what I'm asking is, how do you sort of pick and choose what where the company puts their efforts in development? Because I'm sure it takes a lot of time, like you said, a year to roll out a
Yeah.
product. That's a huge expense in R&D and all that.
Yeah.
What is that process like?
So I can tell you that the best way we found over the years is understanding our clients and their needs and the projects they're working on. That drives our product innovation more than anything. And I think if you look at the tech industry as a whole, right, that's the mistakes that happen sometimes. People come up with features and they go, okay, this would be good. They put it out and it never hits. It
Yes.
never,
Yep.
and you go talk to customers and they're like, okay, that's good conceptually, but here's why this would never work in real life or in a real use case. So we really lean on our customers, and making sure that we really talk to them and understand what their problems currently are. And what's really been interesting is it happens kind of collectively. Most of our clients seem to be looking for similar things at similar times,
Mm.
and that allows us the opportunity to address those needs with solutions, with products, with new features of our software, to make sure that we can offer it to them at the time they're looking for it.
Yeah, and I'll add to that. I think it's a collaborative approach internally we take too, to understand when requests come in. It could be, with Rudy and the sales group coming in, some of our operations folks, my product team, to understand exactly what is the request and how could this affect some of our other users and how can we make it fit so that it's a broader solution, so it's not so single focused. And I think we've just done well to be able to plan that out and communicate with our clients to get the right fit.
Right. I
Yep.
just want to paraphrase what you're saying a little bit because I think it's an important thing is that sometimes the idea, that very specific idea on its own isn't strong enough to warrant that kind of investment. But if you can find a way to sort of integrate it into a bigger delivery, then it becomes
Right.
a valuable thing.
Definitely.